here in such a lovely community. There's lots of fun things to do, lots of great music to enjoy, lots of beautiful nature to enjoy. I definitely am concerned about the future when we talk about global climate change. As a mother, it's terrifying to think of how much has changed just in my lifetime. So to think about what my daughter is going to experience is really scary.
I'm concerned about the environment, and I'm concerned about the long-term future of the planet. Global climate change is an obvious threat to so many things we hold dear, and the fact that we have done so little to actually reduce the amount of fossil fuels we're using, it's alarming.
We're in trouble as a species, we're in trouble as members of the biosphere on planet Earth. I'm astonished and amazed at how little that topic is front and center, and to me it should be front and center in everything we do.
To think of leaving her a community that thinks about how it uses its energy and grows its food and transports its citizens around is one of the best things we can do for our children. We can challenge the mainstream lifestyle and take it to the next level, take it to a sustainable place.
We can turn renewable energy on its head practically overnight. Within 5 years, Corvallis has set a goal to reach 10 megawatts of renewable or solar energy.
We are very impressed with Harvest Sunshine's goal of going from 840 solar installations to 2,000 in just 5 years.
What is so special about Harvest Sunshine and this really ambitious goal of ramping up solar in a big way in 5 years is that it's a perfect example of people in the community coming together to come up with a proactive way for them to be able to actually make a difference on climate change and at the same time bring people into this clean energy revolution that's happening all across the state.
You know, during the summer months we really don't have much cloud cover at all. This is a great place to generate solar power.
And we are very eager to see the Harvest Sunshine program take off. Just looking at the way the solar installations have burgeoned over the last few years, I'm thinking that by 2020, definitely we could have 2,000 units up on top of roofs in this town.
I think they're not only going to meet their goal, I think they're going to exceed their goal.
And I put solar on my home, and it was such a positive experience. I wanted everyone I knew to have the same experience. It's economically beneficial to the homeowner, it's beneficial to the planet. I really thought everyone should be putting solar on their homes. I teach a great course called Sustainability and Society. Because the kids make a real world project to affect sustainability in their community. And a few years ago they looked at me and said, well, what are you doing? And I went, well, what am I doing? So we created an LLC called Seeds for the Soul, which allows people in the community that just want to see something positive happen with solar energy and sustainability. They give us a zero-interest loan. We then find people that want to put solar on their home and give them a zero-interest loan.
We started talking about wanting to get solar for this house.
We talked with a solar installation company and they came out and gave us a bid
that included all of the incentives on it. And we're like, that seems too good to be true, but it's
very tempting, but it was still very difficult financially.
It was hard to come out with the lump sum.
So I was talking with a friend about it one day and she mentioned, oh, you should check out Seeds for the Soul. And it helps people like us, first-time homeowners trying to get started, to get a solar installation.
So the upfront cost, instead of being $10,500, with the help of Seeds for the Soul, it's $1,500.
It was great to know that when we were getting involved with this process with Seeds for the Soul, one of the people that might have been our somebody was someone I knew in town.
We had just put solar on our house and it was so much fun to see how much energy we were making and get that electric bill with zero usage on it is really great. I feel very privileged and I do have money in the bank, and so I could take that money and put it to work, and it did feel very good. And we were able to carry the model of that activism to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. Let's put that money to work, you know, because we have Seeds for the Soul.
They actually show you and walk you through everything so that you know that this is real and now is the time to get solar panels.
Williams told me this thing's going to take off like wildfire, and it certainly has. This thing is creating solar arrays all over Corvallis. It's also creating local jobs, and the solar panels are made here in Oregon. We're standing here in front of a duplex, and the landlord has decided to do solar. But he was only able to do this because Seeds for the Soul is in Corvallis.
There's a very direct and short line between the business that Peak Sports is in and the great outdoors and the benefits of renewable energy. During the installation, it generated quite a lot of interest. What are they doing to their building? And when people began to learn the size of the installation, it created quite a lot of buzz. Our solar installation works behind the scenes. There's really nothing that we have to do. On an annual basis, we have saved probably about 80% of the power costs. The system just sits there and works, does its job for us. It's a point of pride for the business, and anybody who wants to see it can go across the street to Sky High, go up to the upper floors and look down, and it covers nearly the entire roof of the building. It's a wonderful thing to see.
When we bought this property, we bought it intentionally to have a home office.
We thought we could shrink our carbon footprint using the same building for multiple purposes.
And the solar has fit in so well with that because we're covering all of the needs of our house, but we're also covering all of the electricity needs of our office. Mostly computers, also washer and dryer, but basically one installation is taking care of everything in this property.
I was really worried about how they were going to drill into the roof and what was going to happen, and it was incredibly easy, and I'm kind of embarrassed at how many fears I had about it. They basically, probably in one full day of work, had the solar panels up. This 3.36 kilowatt system provides all the electricity we need at our house.
Just being more aware of the energy that we use and how we use our water, how we use natural gas, and then having a solar installation makes you think about, when you run your dishwasher or your washing machine. We're just harvesting solar energy every day, even on cloudy days, which we have plenty of in Western Oregon. We're still obtaining free power from the sun.
When people look at their electric bills, they're seeing that the cost of electricity is going through the roof. And I like to tell them that our electricity comes from the roof. When they ask me how much are we paying a month for electricity, I say $144 a year. And that always gets a laugh. But here we are, we're generating power, we've hired a local company, we're getting more electricity into the grid than we're using. It's good for the environment. Just a win-win all the way around.
So Environment Oregon has been working on community solar for actually a couple years now because we see it as just this amazing opportunity to expand the solar market in Oregon. Solar panels and arrays like these could be used as a community solar garden, allowing community members to reap the benefits of solar. 3 out of 4 people in this state who can't put solar on their own roof, either because they rent or their roof is too shaded or for other reasons. And so community solar allows those people to purchase a panel or a series of panels and get all of the benefits on their utility bill and environmental benefits as if those panels were located right on their roof. So we see this as just an amazing example and potential for us to be able to ramp up solar in a huge way.
The future of solar is certainly strong. As the cost is coming down and we're seeing more people figure out how to finance their installations, we as a business all believe if we could be 100% solar in 10 years, that would be wonderful.
We've really seen pretty amazing success in a short period of time, getting public education out there about the accessibility of solar energy in the community. So we're just really excited continuing to be part of it.
We in Corvallis have a very caring community, and we can show that care by giving to Seeds for the Soul that allows us to put solar on people's homes. And then you get it back. What could be better, right? This is a method for Corvallis to put themselves on the map as a solar community.
This community effort to go towards renewable energy is an example to the world. It's like a model that others can follow and I think can be inspired by it. That's where I have the most hope about this program.
If it can happen anywhere, it can happen in Corvallis. And I love being a part of a community that's thinking ahead, that's thinking about the next generation.
We all need to shift to renewable energy. Fossil fuels are on their way out. Solar, wind, tidal, on its way in. Let's be on the cutting edge, Corvallis.